If you guys want to learn how to take a look at a base, break it down, we call that base identification. We're working on that today. What is up, my friends? My name is Echo, and today I'm here with Corrupt again, and we're going to be breaking down some Town Hall 11 bases from this League War that only the Brave was part of. Corrupt, thanks for coming to the channel, man. How you doing today, bro?
I'm doing very good right now.
Happy to have you, man, and I love having your expertise on this base identification back on the channel. So tell me, what are we looking at today, bud?
So we're looking at different Town Hall 11 bases. We've got multiple different strategies, maybe some using Electro Dragons.
Oh,
so definitely going to be really fun with this one.
Okay, cool. Very cool. I can't wait to jump into it. Before we do, guys, I want to remind you, subscribe to the channel for daily Clash of Clans videos, but not only my channel. Please make your way over to Corrupt's channel. It's going to be linked down in the description of this video. Check out what he's doing over there. Regular Clash of Clans content, also many of which focus on this base identification content that we're really focusing on here today. So if you like it, go check him out. And if you like what you see over there, sub his channel. Corrupt, you ready to jump into the first attack?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So here we are looking at the first Town Hall 11 base that we're going to be breaking down today. And as you guys can see, we have a bunch of Electro Dragons. We have a bit of a Lalo, kind of a light Lalo after that. Town Hall 11 attack. What I'm going to do right now is hand the mic over to Corrupt and let him break it down for you. Corrupt, it's all yours.
So obviously Electro Dragons are being used here. It's almost like a mass Electro Dragon attack.
Almost.
And most of the time, from what I've seen with Electro Dragons, is the Lava Hound goes into one of those air defenses in order to tank for Electro Dragons as they move through. But not only this, but you're looking at the base design, and specifically, the base is pretty compact, making it very easy to do a mass Electro Dragon.
Right, so that's the first key right there. When you run into a base that's really tight together, you can instantly think E-Drags because of that chain ability, right?
Yep. That's mainly the focus with the Electro Dragons. You want to get as much chain value as possible.
Okay, is there anything else about this base that makes you feel that the air attack would be good? I mean, something that I noticed was in the east and the west of this base is really nothing that targets air. So you can kind of get some funneling action going on and really narrow down the base. Now, I didn't actually see the attack happen, so I'm not sure if that's what goes down. Am I on the right page, or they do it completely different?
I would say they would probably be the same thing as well, even though I didn't watch it either. Mainly setting the funnel is going to be really important, whether this be using the Sui Hero and maybe even one Electro Dragon to set that funnel for the rest of it.
Okay, shall we have a look right now?
Yeah, let's take a look.
All right, so the attack has begun, or is beginning right now, and we're going to see if the attacker had the same mindset that Corrupt and I had. And what we do have is that Balloon and the Baby Dragon coming in from down south, taking out that Grand Warden pedestal and moving its way along. There is that one air defense straight ahead, which is going to take out the Baby Dragon, but it looks like the funnel has been set, Corrupt. What are you seeing now?
Well, what I'm specifically seeing is that the wall breakers were used in order to get that queen over to the air defense in order to take that out. So that's a lot of good value from it.
Huge value, especially because it's just a suicide hero attack, which means just the king and queen are coming in, they're taking out a key objective, and then that's it. No queen walk, you don't need to keep her alive the entire attack. And there's her ability popped right there, a little bit earlier than you would anticipate, but you know what? The Lava Hound is going in another direction. Was that why the queen was popped, Corrupt?
Maybe, but not exactly, since he wanted to try and get some extra value from that queen and just clear out some more buildings. But he also wanted to lure that Lava Hound away from the Electro Dragons, so they don't target him.
I think that may have been part of the reason why the queen was popped, because it had that Lava Hound retarget. But we have the Slammer coming in, Electro Dragons behind, the Lava Hound's in there as well, raging in towards those air defenses in the core of the base. This is just power going into the base, Corrupt.
The free spells are specifically being used over Multi-Inferno, Expos, air defenses, just to protect those Electro Dragons and the Stone Slammer as it moves through.
Yeah, and I love using Electro Dragons on multi-target Inferno bases, but when I'm attacking in Legends League, it's a whole different story, because everyone uses those single-target Infernos, and it really kills my E-Drags. So my question to you, do you think this attack could work with single-target Infernos, or is this specific to multi?
I would say that it will work on singles, but it does depend on the base if it's more compact.
Right, well, this is a base identification video, right? So you definitely have to look for those compact bases, and Corrupt, there are like 6 Electro Dragons left, and I think that's how many we started out in this attack with as well.
Yeah, well, there was also one from the Stone Slammer.
So, fair enough. One was lost in the entire attack. That's pretty crazy. Dominant strategy right here. And what it really comes down to is the attacker figuring out, look at this also, the swagalicious spells there in the end. Just right there on the clan castle. Beautiful attack. Really broke down the base properly, which is why the attack was so successful. Any key things you want to mention before we move on to the second attack?
Nothing exactly.
Nothing exactly, so that means we're moving on, guys. Let's check out the second base. So we're here on the second base. Very different base design. On the last base, the air defenses were right up the center of the base, and in this base, Corrupt, we have an air defense in each corner. Tell me about the strategy and about the base.
So, in terms of this base design, and noticing the army composition, does look like a Lalo. But you have 3 Electro Dragons and a clone. So this is what you call a Yolotron. And
you only live once, man.
Yep. Specifically with this is that you're setting the funnel before you actually enter into the base. Specifically, it's for the Electro Dragons since they don't start wandering onto the outside. So where those 3 expos are, that is where you would want to enter. And on this base design as an example.
All right, so what do you see in this base right here that's first of all telling you should hit it with an air attack, and second saying that Yolotron will be successful? What's something key that an attacker could see and say, okay, this is why I'm going to hit it this way?
Well, if the base is extremely compact, just like the previous one, but this one's even more, you get a lot of chain value, and you're going to see that in the replay where chain value gets most of the base design. That's why a Yolotron is so powerful.
Yeah, and you say that this is compact, and at first glance, it doesn't seem it because it's widespread. But you're right, in the center of the base, inside of the walls, everything is close. And if the Electro Dragons could get inside of there, we're going to see that chain value happen. But why don't we stop talking about it and actually watch it in action? So I can't wait to see these Electro Dragons get into the base and completely demolish everything inside. But, you know, the problem is getting them inside and not having them stuck on the outside of the base, kind of like you discussed before. So again, Corrupt, I'm going to let you take it over in a second, but I see the Suicide Heroes coming on in here. We call that Sui Heroes, and they're cleaning up a bunch of that mess on the outside of the base. So what's coming next? What are you seeing? What do you like?
Now with this, I want to comment with this portion. Specifically, the Sui Hero mainly is to get rid of all that, so that then the Electro Dragons and the Stone Slammer move in.
Exactly. That was the point I was getting at, and you just jumped in there perfectly, Corrupt. Glad you said exactly that, because now that all the trash is out of the way in the north and the northwestern side of the base, that Slammer is going to be able to slip right on into the center of the base, and it's going to go ham on everything once that clone spell is dropped, and we have some good mayhem happening. So here it comes with the Electro Dragons behind as well. Really great for pathing. So really the heroes were just used to clean up the outside of the base and to kind of, make way for what's happening right now, which is about to be madness. Here we go. There is the clone spell and the Electro Dragons. Hopefully they go ham right here with that rage spell. Are you happy with what you're seeing right here, Corrupt?
Yes, this is a very strong attack. I've seen multiple other YouTubers do it, especially Eric when he was covering this one. Very, very strong, and you see that most of the base was gutted.
Yeah, I mean, nearly all of the base was gutted. Like the entire center, except for that Inferno Tower, which it looks like they're about to get now, was completely demolished. There's not much left at all. Wow, it's like they don't even need the last 8 balloons. The Grand Warden probably not even. I mean, a couple of Wizard Towers and Archer Towers is all that's left. So, and two Lava Hounds are gonna probably not even pop by the end of this attack either. Extremely dominant. Now, this is a Town Hall 11 video, right? We're focusing on Town Hall 11 bases, but I'm always gonna ask the question, will this strategy, because yeah, we're looking at bases, but we're also talking about the strategy here. Would this strategy work at other Town Hall levels? Can it be done at Town Hall 10? And would it actually work at Town Hall 12?
Well, specifically at Town Hall 10, you won't be able to do this, but at Town Hall 12, you will be able to.
Well, you could do it with the balloons at Town Hall 10. It wouldn't have quite the same effect, but you'd have to clone your balloons in the siege, right?
Right. Usually a Yolotron is specifically with the Electro Dragons, while Electron is with the Loons and the Electro Dragon.
Yeah, exactly. So it could be done at 10 with that different comp from the clan castle, but at Town Hall 12 it could happen, but could it work?
Yes, it can.
Yes, it can. Corrupt said it, guys. That means it happens. So we have a third attack to take a look at. And I'll tell you, this third attack is not an air attack. So we're hitting it on the ground. So far, guys, if you're liking the video, throw a big thumbs up on it. Helps me and my boy Corrupt out. The final base, again at Town Hall 11, and utilizing the Pekka Smash strategy. I'll tell you guys, this strategy itself had been used months and months ago, and it seems like it's really coming back strong now. We saw it happening in a lot of these competitive events, and we're going to see it happening right here. But Corrupt, tell us why Pekka Smash is a great option for the base that's in front of us right here.
So, in terms of a Pekka Smash, you're using a double jump. So you want to try and get as much value as possible from 2 jump spells.
Right. And
So
do you want to talk about where those are going to be dropped, or do you want to play that out and kind of watch it as it goes? What else do you want to say before we get into that replay?
Well, specifically with the jumps, usually you want to try and get into more than one compartment. Usually those compartments around that 3 o'clock area where that cannon and elixir storage are, that's like a good compartment size to jump over. And you can jump over more than just that one. You can jump into that second one and then use another one in that eagle compartment area.
Right, exactly. Well, the problem with it is if you don't utilize your jumps properly, you're not going to get your troops through the base. So jump spells obviously are essential. I mean, we do have some lava walls here, which the Pekka could probably get through fairly quickly. But at the same time, you want to be able to jump them through. Ready to take a look at it?
Yep.
So usually a Pekka Smash is going to start out with a Queen Walk, and it looks like that's what's happening right here as well. Get a small amount of value out of the Queen Walk before the healers actually join with, well, actually until the Pekka join with the Queen, and then the healers kind of just get around between the kill squad and that Queen. And it looks like that's what's going on right here. Tell me why the King is over in the west, Corrupt.
Specifically because it's a Queen Walk, you really want to make sure that that King is away from that Queen, so then the healers are not stolen.
Right, but it looks like the King is actually going to be joining up with the Pekkas and the Queen. So are they going to storm into the base together? Actually, no, the King is jumping around. And actually, I shouldn't say jumping. He's running around, going in a different direction. Now a few Pekka are going with the Queen and those bowlers, taking the jump spell. Like you said, multiple compartments, Corrupt.
So specifically trying to jump into more than just that one, and then using it again to sort of get even more value. That is what you're specifically doing. Raging up the bowlers and the Pekkas and keeping them all alive with the Grand Warden.
So what kind of base, what made this base a base that you can Pekka Smash? Was it because of the value that was seen from the jump spell possibilities, or was it because the long, narrow-ish compartments within the base?
Funny enough, you can really do this on a lot of different base designs, whether it be compact, like this base, or a little bit more open. And I've seen that before. And it's mainly just how many compartments can you jump over, but also how narrow and how you can take advantage of the compartment sizes and how close the buildings are.
Yeah, that's a good point as well. I've seen a lot of bases that have those long, narrow compartments where I feel like you could Queen Walk or Queen Charge completely through the base. Something like that would be another good option of a base to use a Pekka Smash, because the Pekka aren't going to get stuck on anything. They can just continuously walk down the hallways built into the base, which are built to prevent other types of attacks. But, you know, every base design has a weakness and has a strategy that it has a hard time defending against. It's nearly impossible to get a base that can defend amazing against every strategy. And what we're seeing, Corrupt, is just two more Tesla, and this one is GG. It's all done.
From the back end Stone Slammer, which is something that's really important with this attack. You want to try and make sure that you're using it on the side where the Pekkas and bowlers are not going over to, so then you have it working its way around. So then once it pops, you've got the loons from the Stone Slammer there with the haste and possibly a freeze in order to clear up the rest of the defenses.
Yeah, that's smart. If you do it away from the Pekka, that means the Pekka aren't going to be continuously targeted by those defenses as they make their way around the base. And, well, Corrupt, 3 different strategies, 3 different braces, broken down with you. That was cool, man. So if you want to check out Only the Brave, their profile is right here, and you can go say hello. Say that Corrupt or Echo sent you if you wish. Not saying they're going to let you in, but if you want, just go say hello. You can feel free. Corrupt, 3 bases down, second video with you. Thank you so much for coming through today on the channel. I appreciate it. Why don't you take a moment and let everyone that's watching know what you do over on your channel?
Well, on my channel, I do a lot of strategy guides, kind of focusing in on different strategies, specifically such as like Bow Witch and Astro Drags, for those who probably know it. and also even Pekka Smash. So a ton of different strategies, but specifically focusing in on base identification and just learning the basics of that attack, so it makes it easier for you guys to understand it.
Well said, well put. So if you guys are looking for another person breaking it down, maybe you'll like his style, check out his channel. Again, it's linked in the description of this video, as well as in the cards at the very end. Again, Corrupt, thanks so much, man. I appreciate you coming through. And guys, thank you for watching the video. Don't forget about my second YouTube channel, which you can find right here as well as in the description. That one focuses on Blizzard mobile games. And well, we're out of here for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Sound off down below, and I'll see all you back here later on today with another video. Until then, be good.